Let us head out. This is very early in the morning out on the West Coast. Let's go out to the site of the Super Bowl and our own assistant, Zach Gelb. Hi, Zach.
Angelo, how you doing? By the way, I went to an In-N-Out burger last night.
Okay.
There we go.
Slow down and describe the experience.
It was like Chip Kelly. It was a disappointment. It was the most overrated burger I ever had in my life.
Well, you can go back to bed now.
Hi, good night. See you later, Zach.
Zach, you're breaking up. I couldn't hear you. There's no way you said that. Zach, we worked together for a while. I think the world of you, kid. What the hell's wrong with you?
I respect you so much, Angelo. I had a double animal style, but it just wasn't that good.
All right, hold on. Is Dave Uram around somewhere? Because Dave was here earlier. Dave went all the way out there for a wedding, Zach. And the only other stop he made was at a burger place. And he had the burger. And he texted me and said his life had changed. And you had the burger, and the burger was bad? It wasn't a good burger?
I just didn't like it. It felt like I was at a McDonald's. I'm being serious with you, Angelo. It wasn't that good.
All right, Zach, I got to tell you, your credibility is in the toilet right this second. Right? John, you're shaking your head. You've had an In-N-Out?
Yeah, many times.
And tell him.
Yeah. Zach must have let it get cold.
Yeah, Zach.
You got to eat it hot.
Zach, you got to eat it hot. Zach, John Runyon thinks less of you right now than he did a second ago. Something to think about.
You know, I will go back tonight. The burger was a little bit cold.
Oh, you can't have a cold burger. That's the thing about In-N-Out. They make them right there on the scene that minute.
It's the same thing with White Castle. You can't eat it cold.
Oh, yeah, I can't eat them hot either. But, all right, Zach, without further ado, what is the scene like now there out there at the Super Bowl this year?
It's absolutely crazy. I was talking to Honey Jones yesterday. I'm going to a party tonight, the Mike Ditka and Ron Jaworski party, where there will be the finest women and, of course, some great former athletes like Terrell Owens, Warren Sapp, John Gruden, and Dick Butkus. And one thing that I did realize about San Francisco, because I like to talk to the people here, they hate Chip Kelly, and they don't like Colin Kaepernick. And also, I was looking on the streets yesterday, and their homeless people are well-dressed. They have, like, button-down shirts.
All right, Zach, you give me too much at once. You give me too much. Back off for a second. Let's go back to you going to this amazing party tonight. How did you get invited to it?
So we've been doing a bunch of stuff with the Gridiron Greats when Mike Ditka first started his party. And we interviewed a few people like Dennis McKinnon from that 85 Bears team. So they invite us every year.
Why? And how do you know the really hot women are there?
Well, because I was there a few years ago, and the women are out of the world there. Come on, Super Bowl, everyone's here.
I know, Zach, but I can't believe that Mike Ditka would be a magnet for hot women. He's like 80 years old and kind of cranky.
When I was in New York, Mike Ditka walked in the room, and I've never seen someone get mobbed like that in my life. They take him to another room. It was unbelievable.
All right, well, I'm interested, too, to see it how Jaworski is received, because that is where he started out of the West Coast, a little further south. All right, so you got the big party going. Now, you're telling me that out there they already don't like Chip Kelly?
Yeah, I was talking to a few 49ers fans yesterday, and they really hate management out here in San Francisco. And I asked them, I go, do you like the hire of Chip Kelly? And they said, overall, most of the city does not like it.
Well, they don't even know him yet. They already have decided they don't care for him. Is it because he put together an awful staff? The staff he put together is a bunch of losers, Zach. Does that have anything to do with it?
Maybe that has to do with it, but I also think it has to do with when they brought in Chip Kelly. I think a lot of people thought that he would be able to fix Colin Kaepernick, and then the other day you hear Colin Kaepernick, allegedly there was a report out there that he wanted to get out of San Francisco and go to the Jets.
Wow. All right, now, do you think Kelly, since it's where he now works, Zach, is he going to be seen out and about town? Are there anything geared into Chip Kelly and the fact that he's now the coach out there?
You know, that's interesting because in years past, the Super Bowl coach of the host city, like in years past when Arizona had it, Bruce Arians was there on that Friday. So I'll see on Radio Row on Friday if Chip Kelly makes his rounds. But the Radio Row scene just does not feel like a whole Chip Kelly scene for him.
Now, I think this is Chip's worst nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zach, Chip hates this kind of stuff. Chip hates the media stuff. He hates people. He doesn't like schmoozing. I don't even think he cares for parties. He blew off Lurie's Christmas party, right?
That didn't go well for
There's
him.
a very good chance here that he's already going to alienate his bosses by laying low the week they have the Super Bowl. How cool a story would that be?
I guess the only way you could get him to one of those functions is if you send him a few ties to San Francisco, Angelo.
All right, now I got to ask you about something that happened yesterday with Cam Newton, Zach, because, look, we know, John, you were at the Super Bowl. You know what it's like.
It's miserable.
It's a pain in the ass, right?
Yes.
What did you hate about it?
I don't know what your clip is, but I think it's probably Cam complaining about having to answer too many questions.
Exactly. Here's Cam yesterday. And by the way, they were asking some stupid stuff. All right? But here's him. He had done a media availability the night before, and then he came out. They had not practiced between the two media availabilities.
How'd you sleep last night?
Well, that's it. Listen.
You know, it's confusing. How can I reword questions that I've been asked so many times? Golly, it's nothing pretty much has changed since I seen you guys 24 hours ago. I had unbelievable sleep, but yet I'm up here again.
And he is a nice guy, Al. He's not a jerk the way like a Belichick would be or guys like that.
Marshawn.
But Marshawn Lynch is a great example a year ago. So, Zach, is it bad? I mean, I realize, it's too bad. You made it to the Super Bowl. You got to do this. What's the point of all this if they have nothing new to say?
Hey, you're exactly right. And I guess the person you could blame for this is the former Giants head end Mark Bavaro, because I found out this week the way that this whole media day started was they used to call it Picture Day, and then he went on the team bus, and the media wanted to talk to him, and he looked at the itinerary and he said, it just says Picture Day. I don't have to talk to the media. And now you have all these media members here, and it's just so crazy. Monday is just such a joke. You have people there that don't even really cover the game. They just dress up in stupid costumes and ask stupid questions. And I kind of feel bad for Cam Newton, and I guess the whole race thing really started with him this week, and then he started to back off of it. But now people are talking more about Cam than they are about the actual game, and I just think it's gone a bit too far.
Now, Zach, I got one more thing for you. And again, I hope you don't mind, but I am going to, for a moment here, our mentor, Zach Gelb.
All right.
Zach worked with us. And Zach, we were teaching Zach how to gauge big story, little story, important stuff, not so important. Zach, I'm going to give you the best story to cover before the Super Bowl. All right?
Okay.
Do you think you know what it is?
I don't know, Angela.
I'm going to tell
I really
you.
Don't.
I hope you have a pen. Write this down. The best story at that event is Thomas Davis because he has a broken right arm. They placed some sort of an apparatus in it that contains 12 screws, and he is going to attempt to play with an arm that is broken right in the middle of his forearm, and he's still going to try to play, Zach. And that's one hell of a... Rhea, is that the best story?
To me, it is.
It's
just
absolutely
the way
best
he's
story.
recovered from the 3 ACLs, from this.
How will it affect... John, can you play with a broken arm at the linebacker position?
Yeah, you can.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is he going to re-injure it?
No.
That's the drama, Zach.
It's not going to feel good, but he's probably not going
It
to
will not feel good. You could use that quote from John Runyon. But, Zach, that's the story, my friend. That's the one.
Yeah, I actually have one more story for you that I think you will like, and it's one of those crazy stories.
Okay.
Britton Colquitt, the punter for the Broncos, has a week-old daughter. He has to pay $1,800 for her Super Bowl ticket for a week-old daughter.
Is that insane, Ange?
They won't let the little
They
girl
don't,
in?
distinguish between an adult or whatever. If you're walking through those gates, you're paying a ticket.
$1,800 for a week-old baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's playing.
In the game.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Zach, you're there with a lot of evil people. Many of them are running the league you're covering. Know that when you go in. Zach, thank you so much for getting up this early. Have fun. I want reports when you come back on all these wild girls at the party tonight.
I'll hopefully don't get in too much trouble like Ryan Murphy, the practice squad player, but later in.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. Zach Gelb out there from the Super Bowl. And you know what, Al, when you're Zach's age, it's amazing fun. And when you're a little older, it's a pain in the ass.